Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Kaiserreich as Switzerland. Let's continue on where we last left off. So, we're still trying to defend our borders as much as possible because there are a lot of international troops. We hold a military parade. That does not seem very important right now. Getting some war propaganda, which is good, getting our war support up. Apparently I guess we are in defensive war, that is true. And we're getting a little bit of bonus for attack and defense on core territory, but we should have, like, a lot. Yeah, right now the division defense is up by 20%. So country modifier right now is 25%, which I think is pretty good. Trying to get some more reinforcements. Down here, Kiev has fallen. So, what's going on with Germany and the Russians? The great question. Because if Germany falls, we are absolutely dead. I'm hoping that Austria will eventually intervene in the war, declare war on the Internationale, and push their way down here through Italy. That is, you know, a dream of mine. Which might happen, because I think if Russia takes enough German territory, the event will fire where Austria will intervene, because I think it has to be like Germans capitulated X%. But I don't know if that's based on total victory points lost, or if it's by the French owning certain cities in here. I'm not too sure what actually makes the event fire. And Italy, of course, can still do their focus over here, which would allow them to take some territory, which would be nice. I would love to see them do that. But I don't know if we will see that. So right now, we are at 20,000 dead, which honestly is not too bad. The Reichspakt have lost a lot, which is not too surprising. They are the ones that are being on the offense right now. Ukraine has capitulated, so I'm hoping this doesn't end up being a very short series just because Russia, or because Germany declared war on Russia, which is entirely possible. But to me, it seems like declaring war on France now when they're at war with Germany is really the only way it could theoretically happen. I don't know why they wouldn't want military access. Like, I would allow your troops to enter my territories, Germany. They should also at war with the Chinese. But China, I think, is going to capitulate soon-ish. Where even is China in this list? They're at 75%. And China, again, they are kind of fighting a two-front war against all of the Entente and the Germans over here. And Mongolia in the north. I think White Ruthenia is also going to fall. I think as soon as this city falls. I mean, or maybe this one over here. Because they're not at war with Latvia. Latvia is at war with the United Baltic Duchy, but that's not at war with Germany. In a very kind of weird way that normally it's not supposed to work out like this. What I am going to do is I think I am going to fall back. This province right now doesn't actually... Okay, it's got 2 military factories and 3 civilian, which I believe is... Okay, no, I cannot leave the city. Because that is literally half of my production. So we got a last stand here. As unfortunate as that is... And just try to hold on. You know, China's declared war on Siam. Does that matter at all? No, because you're not at war with the Dominion of India, so it shouldn't affect what we're doing too much. You're gonna start taking some heavy casualties because you know they cannot retreat, and they're losing so much. How much have we killed? We killed 14,000 British, 35,000 French. 20,000 Italians. So our kill to death ratio right now is looking pretty good. But that doesn't help us out in the long run. We cannot just sit back here forever and do nothing. I am going to immediately go to defend the borders. Because I don't know how many forts that's going to give us. But I'm assuming it's at least going to be like 1 level. Which is pretty good for us. So we can upgrade artillery. We should be fine doing that. Because we do have a stockpile of it, so we can reinforce. Land doctrine, yes. No, we don't have enough army experience. We're not going to do that right away. 1939. So let's get better construction. Am I building civilian military factories behind our lines? I'm trying to repair stuff. No. Build military factories back here. In case we do lose... I guess that's the entire state. We actually would not lose any military factory left here. It's the whole state that has some. Italy refuses to be very useful. I'm glad that Two Sicilies is at least helping us out on this front. But they're just... Why are there so many guys on our border in particular? Like, I just don't understand. So, the French have landed in Marseille. And I'm hoping the AI is not going to screw this up and can at least get a foothold down here. Like, Belgium is doing okay. Like, they are getting some work done. Russia has defeated 2 of Germany's puppet states back here, so it's not looking so hot. Also, I don't know when you would ever call in your ally into this war. Definitely got... How long is this? 70-day focus, right? Yeah. So how are we going to last for 70 days? That, I think, is a great question, because I don't have a good answer. It's mostly to sit here and try to defend. I don't know. It says it's going to take 22 days. Which is a very long time for a battle to go on for. But it's like, also, I cannot attack. I don't have... I mean, if I attack with 3 divisions, that's not going to get anything done, is it? I can't imagine that being the case. No, you're leaving. Okay, so these guys are now sitting back. If I were to attack them... Like, many of them are in multiple combats. If we can somehow push them out of this province... Does this province have a fort in it? That's a level 4 fort, which would be really nice to actually own. Again, this used to be our territory. That should be our fort. But unfortunately, we don't control it right now. So many of them. It looks like it's really just the British troops right here that are actually pretty strong. But if we can win that battle... It's pretty good for us. Like, how... It's got, like, really high organization. The Germans... Are you our troops? I don't think so. I don't think any of our troops are actually participating in the battle quite yet. But hopefully they will soon. They're coming back in here to reinforce. But again, it's a level 4 fort. It's going to be tough no matter what. Even with an 8% here, it's still going to take 25 days for them to push through. Which is more than enough time for our guys to come back here and reinforce. Lithuania has now capitulated. Germany. Please. And of course they took back Marseille. Well, we're going to have some problems. Is there any chance for us to declare war on the French? I don't think so. I mean, they could declare war on Finland. They have to finish all of these first, don't they? Well, they got to finish Cox's direction first. And they're not doing that. They're doing some investment banking. But if they were to do this, they could theoretically then go for European direction and then attack Finland, which would get them at war with the French. And that would be good for us. But what is the likeliness of that? And of course, our own fort is harming us. And one of you guys is actually green, which is not the ideal situation. Oh, the Germans are actually just abandoning this front line to go fight against the Russians. So there are some troubles that face Switzerland right now. And of course, there's no way I can join up with the Russian alliance. So there's no way I believe that's possible. But hopefully after they defeat China, they will send all their troops to Europe. That is my hope. Please. Please help me out as much as you possibly can. Like, we should be fine. You've already gone out of green because you've been attacked long enough. Like, our troops are getting pretty experienced. Just because they're in so much combat. Other than this guy, he's a little bit weak. But that's because the AI, I guess, doesn't seem as like a threat. So they don't want to push into here. I'm assuming it's the fort the AI is scared of. Even though this guy's green. They're worried about attacking to the fort. Even though, like, these processes do connect, right? Yes. Please don't attack them, though. Like, if all these guys attack this one division, I'm pretty sure he would just die. I don't think there would be any way he could live through that. 5% recruit population. Service by requirement, we get that for free through all citizens serve. Which is also like effectively a 10% upgrade. We have about 1 month left. Like, do we want to fall back out of this one province? Yeah, I'm gonna fall back out of this one province. These areas have forts in them. It's not retreating. It's called strategy. Delete all these other plants right now. And because now we're in the forts, we should be okay, I think. Unless we lose like this province, which kind of screws it over a little bit, but well, that's 50 days here. Why? Because they've reorganized themselves in a very dumb way. Like, where are you guys going? Like, why are you going there? When there'd be nobody to defend this. Okay, wait, maybe it's not. There we go. Stay here, please. We actually might lose this province. Let's do another last stand. And hopefully this guy doesn't just die. He might. There is that theoretical possibility. We've lost 51,000 men so far. And so far the Russians haven't pushed through German lines yet. But it's still not looking great. We still like one more troop over here, please. But I don't think the AI is actually going to let up. so now you're a little bit more evenly defended. Which is good. Because now I'm kind of hoping they won't immediately break through your lines. Japan economy is so good. Anything but the Navy is kind of garbage. What about you? You are just bad. Why would anybody want you? Okay. You're literally the same person. You're both the exact same. And we cannot change this. Do we still want the division organization supply consumption? Or just an extra 10% division defense? If we're only defending, let's throw an extra 10% defense on top of that. Like 10% is what? Like an extra 5 points? Like an extra 3%. So probably not as good as the plus 10% defense. Seeing as the only thing we're doing is trying to defend these mountains with our lives, which is proving to be a difficult task, I will admit. We are almost out of manpower, so as soon as this is done... Oh, you actually only level 1 fort. These actually are only level 1 forts. But hopefully that will change soon. Also, Japan's now just going to be at war with Mongolia, but sure, why not? Argentina's joining Third International. You're meaningless. Let's get all adults serve. Oh, now it's your level 5. Level 4, level 4, level 1, level... So these ones did not change. Some of these forts came a lot better. Some of them didn't upgrade at all, which is a little bit disappointing. I mean, I guess if we lose a level 1 fort, it's not as bad, but still, it's really not where we want to be. Brazil's doing some good work up here. Hopefully they can defeat the Argentine commune, assuming Chile does stay out of the war. And Canada. What do you do about Canada? I want them to help out. If the battle's gonna last 30 days. It really feels like they put like their entirety of their army on me. I have also no manpower anymore. Because there's what? There's 70 divisions in these 2 provinces alone. Which I think is like at least a third of their entire military strength. Which is absurd, right? Like, I'm not crazy for thinking that's an insane amount of people here. Yeah, I wonder if Argentina's even going to join the war. There's a chance they stay out just because they do not want to fight Brazil. Okay, so that was it. I mean, it's a decent landing, France. If you can hold on to it, that would be great. But I feel like you're doing weird maneuvers that I do not actually appreciate. I mean, there's one thing you can say about Switzerland right now, is that we are draining their manpower by a significant amount. Okay, no, so Finland has now joined the war. I only get 300 population a month to reinforce his army. So hopefully all adult serve is done very soon, because I do need that. There's going to be an extra 10%. Factory output, dockyard output, I mean, it goes down, but on the other hand, I'm not using factories right now because I'm not really training troops up. And we have a pretty large surplus of material goods, so we should be okay for our defense. I can't tell if this is a French offensive or a German one. I'm hoping it's Germany trying to push their way through. I mean, France has now taken 2 ports. So maybe they can hold on. Looks like Spain is going to defeat CNT FAI, which is great. I didn't think that was going to happen initially. So Spain can defeat the other 2 Spains. Or if the Carlos can defeat the other 2 Spains, maybe they'll join the Entente. And if they join the Entente, they'll immediately declare war on the Commune of France. And then give France a front line. It's going to be way too big. But seriously, why is there so many guys down here? Like an absurd amount. Oh, Australasia's also landed over here in Italy. Fantastic. My allies are doing good work. Oh, he just moved off to Purge for free. Thank you very much. So Germany, East Asia. Let's get a little bit of rubber from them. What do I even need rubber for? Probably, no, for the planes. Okay. Okay, I built an extra military factory, which is, I guess, good. I mean, we do need planes. You're now dead. Because you've lost your port, so fantastic. Good work there. I redact my statement about my allies being effective. They're clearly not. By the way, when can you just attack? You need all of these, don't you? So it's still going to take like almost an entire year unless Austria intervenes in the war, which I don't know when that happens. Also, National France can't seem to get anything actually done here, which is a major issue. Who are you? Henry Goussian? That's my guy. But it's not really going anywhere. Second Melbourne Uprising, which I believe means that Australia is now going to be... I thought it means they immediately go St. Nicholas, but maybe not. The Republic of China is definitely going to lose. Carlos Spain is definitely going to win. And if they just... First focus, guys. Just join the Entente. I know you just had a major civil war, but just don't worry about that. There you go, you've won. You gotta do this one first. Get event victory. So do your restoration, and then immediately join the Entente. That would be lovely. You would be my best friends forever. And also, I would really like to get this, we got 18 more days. That's only less than 3 weeks. So the Germans are starting to push back a little bit. They're able to hold off the Russians, which I am more than surprised by, to be completely honest. Finland has 716 divisions. I don't know how many men Brazil has. They're attacking Norway, so they definitely don't have troops down in the south. That makes a lot of sense. So Brazil might just die. That's entirely a possibility. The AI, though, has a lot of manpower. As you can see, I have 0. I'm a very small country, and I lost 2 of my core states. Which, you know, it really does harm you in the long run. I'm sure you are surprised to hear. I think I gotta start building heavy tanks. More so than planes. I need chromium. But I don't need rubber anymore. Can I trade chromium with somebody who's actually, like, neighboring me? Germany only has 3, so no, not really. You know what, Serbia? I'm gonna trade with you. I assume it's going through a land border? Because we're both landlocked nations. That's my hope. We're back to 160. The Chief of Staff and the Chief of the Army is apparently the exact same guy who's also leading this army. So, he's doing a lot. He's got a lot of shit on his plate right now. Just my requirements. Yeah, there's really nothing I don't think I can really spend click power on. Like, I can spend on this. For 30 days. You know what? You're probably worth it. Get some chromium, chromium mine over here. But I think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, put a thumbs up. If not enjoy, you can always thumb down. Want to subscribe, and goodbye.